They're all set to level 1 in the config. Yeah, those are all level 1 lighting, or a level 1 sign. You know, the settings in the signs are, you can have emissive off 1, 2, or 3, I think it is. And
Radical Elder has begun employment as a henchman after being recruited by Twigbriar.
Twigbriar, thank you very much for that. Appreciate you. Rad, you now have access to the best AI generated emotes on Twitch. All right, we're coming up on our factory right here. Here we are, Rad. What do you think? How's it look? So if I look down here, you'll see the materials going into... This whole game is so me. Thank you. You'll see the materials, raw materials are going into the factory. Down here, we've got nitrogen gas being pumped in. We've got sulfur, and we've got iron, and we've got coal. All going in and being converted into rocket fuel. We're also utilizing a large amount of water. To give you an idea of what's going on here. And here we are in our rocket fuel factory. She's operational, working great, and we're producing about 60,000 megawatts of power here right now. These are the fuel generators. The triple redundant pipeline feeding all the generator lines in groups of 4. I'm just going to float up here to give you the full view of it. There it is. That's it, Rad. Here's the crazy thing, Rad. What I'm producing in fuel right now, I can double the number of generators by adding an entire another floor and not run out of fuel yet. And when I get enough materials, I could add about 5 or 6 more floors at least. Now here's what's awesome. All these generators, all these setups, you want to see Vibrant K? Eventually we will. I have to get all the other factories up and running first, though. But if I go into dismantle blueprint mode and I come down here, that is all one blueprint. So that was literally a one-click place for each of these. And they snapped into place correctly as I went around. So setting this layer up took me 10 minutes. And most of that was just connecting the pipes. Because the blueprints were all set up, all the power was ready. I just had to hook the power of each segment into my floor connections. So once the floor is ready to go, it's very quick to deploy this stuff. So, I mean, this was literally, there was nothing here Saturday morning. I started this project Saturday morning by building out to here with the highway and coming down and figuring out where I wanted my center to roughly be and then go from there. And this was literally a 3-day project to do the working parts of, and then I spent today building the outside walls. And of course, the walls aren't done yet, but I just have to connect all the corners up. Because I did expand out for additional space for the generators, so I had to, you know, bring the walls out too. So I've got to do this corner on all the other 8 corners of the building. That's what's not done yet. I basically have to do this whole section here on each of the other corners. That's all that's left to do on the outside. And then we'll add more layers up as we build up. So, but that's it. All right. Reconfigure. All right, we're not going out 3. I'm not going out 7. We're exiting only. We should be good. Yeah. As part of all this, everything you see built out that way was to gather the raw materials for here. So that's all included in the 3 days. All the highways, the mining that's out there, that was all part of the 3 days. Hey, Rad, have you ever played Lethal Company? Because Mrs. Hot Cheese and a couple of us are going to be playing tonight. You should grab it and play with us. It's a lot of fun. It's literally just us running around trying not to die while collecting goods to sell for profit. But we're going to be playing here in about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Well, this is a game you really can only play with friends. Like, the single player is almost impossible because if you die, you lose everything. And it's designed to try and kill you, so it's a jump scare game. Okay, I'm going to do at least 2 more wire. So let's put 1 over here. Oh, you won't be playing that. We're looking for people. We want to play some Among Us, but we don't have enough players for that. All right, there's that coming in. Let's go in and plug the wires in. There we go. Let's go in back and make the connections. Among Us? No, we've been having a lot. I played it with Lime Cookie and Small Cats on Small Cats' birthday, and it's really it's got a solid. It's at a solid point right now. It's a lot of fun. It's not hard to play either. All right, Ferrum, have a good one. Feel better soon, dude. I hope the physical therapy's going well. Oh, hold on. Physical therapy kiss your ass? Yeah, I bet. Alright, so that is going to come down, and we're going to output... I think that's about the right height. I'm going to turn that there. Look at that. I guessed right. Now we're going to come down here. Come down. I think that's the right height. Yeah. And it's already heading up. Beautiful. So now... Fuck, that's wire, not cable, dumbass. Well, that was just a mistake. I've got wire now on the wrong line. Not a big deal. I can filter it down easy enough. This needs to be overflow. All right, so that is filtering out. We need to do the same thing over here. There. Now, I've got a bunch of wire running around wild up here. We've got to reconnect in down below. So we'll take here, connect to there. Set that to wire. We'll leave it as undefined. Now when they come around, they should get tossed into here. And be pulled off that incorrect line. Just like that. Go ahead and set overflow here. And we're going to overflow here. Okay. So that should take care of all that flowing. And it's already pulled these off, so we should be good to remove this. We're just going to reset this to overflow and set that to any. And turn this away. There. All right. So now, since we have all this wire, let's go ahead and start converting it into cable. And we'll do that here. Come on. Ah, autosave. That's why it was so slow. All right. Power. And over here. Let me out. Whoa. There it goes. All right. Input's easy here. We're just gonna do output will, or inputs here. No. Yes. And that's just gonna be this going to here. This will be wire overflow. And then we're going to pull this down. And conveniently, I believe, yeah, look at that. And there's your output. Bob's your uncle. So we're now outputting 300 cable per minute. So we're going to be utilizing 600 wire. And that's what we're producing. So I need to make one more wire, I think. I'm not going to hook it up right now. I'm just going to place it so I don't forget it. And I'm thinking we'll do a second cable. I want to double check iron rod because we're using aluminum for that, which will output a lot more. Yeah, it's going to output 525, which I think will be good. So this is going to use iron. We could do steel pipes. We've got the quaterium, so we could do quick wire. Which we're going to need a lot more than 600 on that. So we're going to need like 3 or 4 of those production lines. You might be persuaded for Among Us. Yeah, if we can get like 4 or 5 more people to play it, Cheesy would love to play it, and I would love to play it. So we just need like, 6 to 8 people to make it really worth it. So maybe what we need to do is start a thread in the Discord, see who could play when. Oh, right. We're going to need a ton of copper powder. But it takes 1,200 copper. We may make that and ship it in for elsewhere. That's probably better off. Because that's an entire pure copper node just for the powder. And we're going to need like 600 powder per minute or something. So that's a lot of copper. All right. We'll save that for elsewhere. I don't know. Should we do another cable? We're not going to be producing enough wire if we do. Noonie and you both have it? Okay, good to know. I mean, obviously you'll need to be on voice for it too, so keep that in mind. Copper sheets. That we definitely need. Okay. So go down and get the copper ingots brought up. Yeah, it's going to put out 100 copper sheets per minute. Actually. Come on. All right. That looks good. Oh, shit. Okay, that's connected. You know what? This song is... I'm gonna skip it. We're doing a lot of stupendum. All right. So this is going to come down. Let's do it from this side. There we go. Overflow. There we go. All right. I think we need a few of these. So let's go across. Oh, we're lacking concrete. So we're just going to wait for a second. Come on, hurry up. In the Navy. There we go. In the Navy. Cable is not quite funneling all the way over, so let's set that up. There, that should help. All right, down to copper, which we still have plenty of in stock. There it goes. So we're gonna... Where the hell is the... Oh, here. Set that to overflow. And then this to overflow. Yeah, the tools for this game are great. There's some nice mods I was looking at that I might consider eventually. There's one called the circuitry mod. And what it does is it actually gives you like essentially computer interface for all the signs and stuff. So you can have a sign automatically display the items stored in a container. Or you can have it output the production rates for an array of machines. So you know how much is going in and how much is going out by walking over and looking at the sign. Which is some pretty cool stuff. Why don't we have power yet? Did I not connect this? I did not. So that's something I've considered, and maybe after we beat the game, we'll look at modding it, but I don't know. Alright, so this is not actually plugged in. Is that the problem? I thought I tested all these floors, but apparently not. Why is that a Mark II conveyor belt?